not having shine really hurts them.
Right.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. King Kohli. And what a way to bring up.
Second straight half century, now has more half centuries, more, what do you call it? 50
plus scores.
In T20Is than Rohit Sharma, 32 to 31.
31. But yeah, you have to remember, Rohit Sharma has 27 50s and 4 centuries.
Exactly.
Virat Kohli has only 32 50s.
Oh.
Only 32 50s? Pardon it. What a knock by King Kohli. Brings up his 50 with a audacious 6.
What a lovely shot that was.
That
Wonderful
was vintage.
Shot. That's the old video, by the way.
Yeah, that is vintage Virat Kohli. Simply magnificent. And if we have to look at...
Purana video hai wo.
Well...
It's still the old video.
Well,
Just
we are
refresh
having...
the page. We're having some technical issues. And...
Now we
go.
are there.
Hello everyone. Let's see. Do we have any comments yet? Not yet.
I think they're still watching the match.
Exactly. There's a lot of intent watching. I'm also watching.
And he has not timed it well. Friend. But see, today
he's not taking a single.
He's not taking a single. Okay. So what was the template that India wanted to show today after batting first against Pakistan? It was intent. Right from the start, and KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma laid the base. 4.5 overs, they had already crossed 50.
Exactly. In fact, look at the strike rates they were batting at. KL, who by the way, a lot of people have criticized for his strike rate. He was batting at what, 140 when he got out.
Oh boy, yes, and even Rohit. Great Yorker by Haris Rauf.
Oh man, this is not a good over for India till this point.
Yes, I mean
1 wide and 3 dots thereafter.
Today India's depth was utilized, but I may say some players did not capitalize on it. Rishabh Pant.
That was a 150k ball.
Yet again, Haris Rauf, by the way, has been bowling in excess of 145. His quickest delivery was 151 kmph. Remember, that cramp had restricted Haris Rauf in that first game against India, but now here, 150. That last ball that he bowled was 150. Who's the bowling coach? Sean Tate, the wild thing. And Pakistan did bowl like the wild thing.
Oh yeah.
Really, really erratic in some places, and unfortunately, they did not.
They'll run 2 here. Yeah, of course.
They'll have to run 2.
I think he's gone.
I think he is gone.
Unless there wasn't a direct hit.
But Virat Kohli, you know what was the speed while he was running? They measured it at the ground. He was going at 30 kilometers per hour.
That is madness.
He is running effectively in first gear of a car, or you may say of a motorbike. Neutral of a motorbike, he can actually overtake it, and he's out.
No.
Virat Kohli has been.
That was a direct hit. See?
Yes, it was a direct hit. Kohli put in the dive, but he's out for a brilliant 60. An absolutely magnificent 60 by Virat the King Kohli. Everybody will now ask, is the form back?
I mean, look.
I would like to say yes.
No, at least his rhythm is back. We don't know about form, because form again, 2 years of poor form.
But Shane, I will always say this. See, Virat Kohli's lean patch, it reflects more in Test cricket, because his average in the last 2 years has been 29. But if you look at it in ODI and T20Is, it's not been bad. ODIs, he averages over 35 plus. But in T20Is, last year, 2021, averaged a staggering 74. You may argue that the sample size is not that big, not that great. He played very few games, but he even capitalized when he was playing very few games.
But this, by the way,
he looked in total rhythm.
He looked in total control also. There was no wild slashes. There were no... Akshat, look at the strike rate. It was nearly 140. What is, this is not done. It should have been 185 plus after such a start. Ahmed again.
Pakistan's woeful fielding, and look at who has. And yes, Haris Rauf. I am surprised that he did not remove all the hair on his head. Because, well, Shivraj Singh, a boundary has been scored. And who was the guilty party there? It was Fakhar Zaman. Fakhar Zaman tried to ensure he put in the dive for the dramaticism to stop. And Pakistan's fielding, as always, less said about it, the better. He dived as if he's in a swimming pool. But unfortunately, it did not work out. Pakistan fans are very, very unhappy with this. And Last ball coming up, and what might be India's score? I had predicted 183. Shane had predicted 192.
Yeah, so 183 they're getting to
If he hits a six, Deepak
if-
Bishnoi,
oh my God.
Raj Rakho. And he did.
No,
but
no.
unfortunately, he
Oh my god!
oh my goodness. Fuckers, Zaman.
Was that fucker? Oh yes. it
Yes.
was. Oh my god, that is comically bad fielding. I'm sorry, that is
Yeah.
comically bad fielding.
Well, comical fucker has indeed given India 2 boundaries.
So the score now is 181 for 7.
And Bishnoi, wow, what shoes?
181 for 7.
Yes,
Score.
it's done. It's done. Thanks.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow, Pakistan's brilliant fielding.
Oh man, this is the kind of fielding we see. in
This
our-
is a real meme-worthy material.
I want to see
Yeah.
Babar's reaction.
Babar's reaction, I mean, Haris Rauf's reaction is. See, sorry, but I have to give a really, really bad joke here. Why can't Pakistan get the cold? Because they can never catch a cold. And so that is why Pakistan, if they can never catch anything, neither
Yeah.
can they field anything. If they can never catch a cold, then, well, no audio.
But it's only Harsh thing. That check your what do you call?
I think you'll have to refresh, Harsh. But
yeah, because if no one else,
No one else is
from
saying
guys, just
it.
let us know. Is the audio okay?
yes, Ravi.
That's what.
It's
Harsh, check your mobile.
Check your mobile or anything. Now see the value of DK, Ravi Bachchani. Okay, so summing up the score, 181 for 7. Can we have the scorecard open, Anurag, please?
Let's just quickly sum up the match.
KL Rahul, 28 of 20 balls with a strike rate of 140. Rohit Sharma, 28 of 16, strike rate of 175. King Kohli, 60 of 44, 136 strike rate. But remember, folks, even peak Kohli, he was 135 plus.
Yeah, he was one. His higher strike rates were in the 140s.
Yes.
So this is a perfectly fine innings from him.
Surya Kumar Yadav looked an excellent touch,
But ended up getting out.
ended up a sweep shot that fell straight into the basket hands of Asif Ali at long leg.
There's in fact 2 who went with sweeps because Rishabh Pant went with a reverse sweep.
Less
That was
said about
so,
Rishabh Pant.
It was such a bad shot to play at that
Bad shot,
point.
and yet again that infuriating enigma. That is Rishabh Pant's batting in T20 eyes. He had hit one slog 4 of Shadab, which went. There was no need for that shot, but yet again, out on the field, what instinct kicks in and how the batsmen judge that situation, it all depends on his brain out there.
Correct.
I think Pant had a severe misjudgment. No need to play that reverse sweep shot, fell straight. Hardik Pandya had a very bad day. He just was cramped for room, and that is why just tapped it to short mid wicket. Deepak Hooda, I am again saying it, he does not excite me as India's finisher. Neither is he the backup for Ravindra Jadeja, unless he
Guys,
proves me
2
wrong with
people
the
are
ball.
saying we have no audio.
We have.
We do. Okay.
Yes, great comeback by Pakistan. Indian openers did their job. King is back, but a middle order flopped.
I think in the middle order today, people were talking about DK. Rather than DK, I think what we missed more today was a decent innings from Hardik. If Hardik actually had gotten, it's fine.
The audio is perfect.
The audio is perfect.
Audio is fine. Yeah.
We checked on a system where we haven't logged in.
Oh, acha, so it's fine.
Well-
okay, anyway, we'll carry on. So the point was that I think today Hardik, him getting no runs, him getting out for a duck, really affected the batting today.
I think
really did.
I think, see, the problem is 181 for 7. Looking at the start that they got,
They
and
could have
looking
been
at the
looking
moment,
at 200
190
perfectly.
plus.
Yeah.
190,
200
yeah,
for me.
200.
Because at one point they were batting at a strike rate of over 10.
11, close to 11.
Exactly.
Yes, Akash, I do agree with you. But Akash, I'll give Pakistan the benefit of doubt for 2 reasons. Number 1, who is their batting most reliant on? Rizwan and Babar.
Yeah.
Looking at the template, looking at the way how they bat,
Yeah.
their kind of style is useful in a chase of 150 or at max 160. Who will be the key players for Pakistan today? I think Fakhar Zaman might be the dark horse. Khushdeil Shah and
maybe
Asif
Asif Ali.
Those 2 are power hitters and they can really, really take the game away. Imagine, okay, for all the fans there, if Pakistan lose by 8 runs today,
Yeah.
8 runs, who will they blame? they have to blame Fakhar Zaman's fielding. And yet again, had they taken the catch, Pakistan would have been chasing, and if they'd fielded less than 175 even.
Exactly. Those last 8 runs, we're talking about them being at 181, but those last 8 runs, the 2 boundaries that Bishnoi hit, were absolute gifts to the Indian
Yes,
team.
Vignesh, good start from and threw it away, summed up his T20 career. Vignesh, totally agree with you.
Yeah.
He is a very, very infuriating enigma when it comes to his batting.
I don't understand what was the need for that shot. Anyway, I think
We all say, Pant is weak outside that awesome wide outside. Maybe he heard your things. I will go for something audacious.
and then he'll just pick out the fielder.
Yep.
Anyway, I think we can talk about, a lot of the major talking points once the match is over, because I think there's many things which I can dissect from this batting.
But Kumar Amar is saying, come run, man. Okay. KTT Singh disappointed with Virat.
No, I think people, and I think this is a school of thought, let's actually address this,
Yeah.
that, Kohli could have scored at a better strike rate, but I don't think so. Even in his prime, he was a late 130s, early 140s type strike rate person. He got you a lot of runs. So the fact that he could do that here, for me, is enough of the,
Okay, KTT, okay, let's take a couple of points in this. Okay, disappointed with Virat, 136 strike rate. Okay. 60 at 44, right? 60 runs of 44 balls. You are saying that he's disappointed with a strike rate of 136. But KTT, look at the broader picture. Peak Virat. What was his batting template? Peak Virat.
Stop the comments going this thing.
35 balls. He would have a strike rate of 110. Even here, the same thing happened today. 110, 120.
Yeah.
Now, towards the end, he accelerated. Remember the Mohali knock? He was in that zone at 110, 120. Towards the end, he just went ballistic. I think the problem with Virat is that he's taking now this point where he's taking 35 balls to get going. I think that is a major, major issue. So, I will just say one thing. I will just say one more thing when it comes to Virat. This is the template he's always been playing. We are just noticing it now that, okay, Virat, 136 strike rate, but that is peak Virat. Even at his peak, he was like that. Seeing Pak spinners limiting, Syed Irfan saying Indian batting,
will the Indians
stop it somewhere.
Yeah, can we stop the comment scrolling?
Yeah, please. Just go up a bit. Up. Yeah. Syed Irfan, yes. Seeing Pak spinners limiting Indian set batters, do you think Indian spinners will play?
Yes. Because does it look like a pitch where the spinners were getting something?
Yep. Accuracy, that is the major key, and you've got Chahal, you've got Bishnoi. I think on this wicket where there is a bit more of skid, I think
Bishnoi is going to be a very interesting option.
Today.
Also, I think best comment of the day so far goes to Vikram Talreja, who says that Pant was taken the 11 as a left-handed batsman and gets out playing like a right-handed batsman.
That's a comment of the Asia Cup for me. Vikram Talreja, your comment is right up there among legends. Absolutely. I mean, as I said, infuriating enigma.
Also, Harsh, don't worry about don't worry about apologizing. I can understand sometimes there are issues. The fact that the audio is coming now is great, and I do agree with your point saying that we may seem 15-20 run shots, but 6 bowling options, good target, especially against Pakistan. They don't really have they're hard hitters.
Why am I saying we may be 15-20 short, but why we are still backing India? Because forget all alliances and everything. Pakistan generally don't chase that well.
And more importantly, their top 2 both batted a strike rate in the mid 120s.
120s. For this particular kind of chase,
you need a big start. Because
need a great start.
Whatever, even if you consider the fact that it gets easier to bat under lights, the fact is you're still starting and going at a strike rate of an economy rate of 9. The asking rate is 9 to begin with. If you have 2 quiet overs, that economy is immediately shot up to 10 bars. And then the pressure.
It will be too much then for Khushdeil Shah and Asif Ali to...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You won't do a Surya Kumar like against this kind of a bowling attack. See, they did it against Hong Kong. No disrespect to them, but see, they lack the experience. But Khushdeil, if you have to look at his template and the way how he used to play even in the Pakistan Super League, even an asking rate of 12-13, he did struggle. You have to understand that. 10 and 11 is kind of manageable, but even the great MS Dhoni also said 15, not happening.
Exactly. Couple of comments I want to take. Ikpreet says, do you think Surya needs to take a little time against big teams, then explode as he did against England? Because he plays too many shots against big teams, then departs early. See, that's the thing when it comes to Surya's approach. accept the fact that there is going to be an inherent risk factor. I wouldn't want to temper him for playing his game, because when he gets going, he's taking games away from the opposition. So I don't really mind the fact that he went, going for a big shot.
You have to check that interview which Surya did with Virat Ikpreet. I'll tell you why. Because he has a template to batting, which was, he says, see, if I hit a couple of boundaries in the next 10 balls, then I know that I am in rhythm and I can maintain that amount of aggression and intensity. That interview revealed that, okay, this is probably the way Surya bats.
Exactly. And also, this takes us to the second comment where Amit Khajuria says that people can say, we could have gotten 200, but the way that India were going after every ball, it can go both ways, and somehow Kohli actually, if he got out earlier, we would have been staring at about 160 or so, which is a very good point.
Why we are not disappointed at all with Virat Kohli, it was a chanceless innings. Absolutely chanceless.
Look at Babar's strike rate, by the way.
Oh man, 129. If he can maintain that, it will be a good start. But remember, against Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, it will not be easy. Virat Kohli's innings today was absolutely chanceless.
Correct.
And wherever there was an opportunity to make a 1 into a 2, he was absolutely.
I think he ran 8 twos through the match.
8 twos.
So that means 16 runs came just of running.
And there was a speed measured. What is the average speed that is going per hour? He was going at 30 kilometers. That is the average pace he was maintaining. So now imagine he has overtaken a first gear motorcycle. That is the pace with which he's going.
Speaking of, Rizwan has started the innings with a boundary of Bhuvi.
And remember, Mohammad Rizwan, he had a very, very bad, that knee jar.
Yeah, his knee jar. I think he's going to just go for it today.
Yeah, he will just go for it.
That, to be fair, that ball was there for the hit.
Yeah, bad ball from Bhuvi Kumar. Very, very unfortunate. So
I think we can also, I think we'll wrap up now because the match has begun. My prediction
is like saying one last walk without. Oh, yes.
He said that last time Fakhar walked without being given out. Today he's gifted India 8 runs.
Yeah.
Fakhar
Zaman playing for India.
Loves him some India.
Anyway, we need to applaud top 3 to Saeed Irfan. I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. Because there was tremendous intent shown. So, guys, we are still saying that it's a good total.
India can actually
winning it by 25 runs.
Yeah.
I am saying India are winning it by 25 runs. But if Pakistan win, it's better that we have a bad day in the Super Force rather than the same situation in the final. So we'll join you for the post-match and let's hope that blue is dominant over green.
Blue is the color.
So thank you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam.